The Reds' expedition has been announced. Liverpool continues its efforts to establish the team of the future. Although the club started this season unexpectedly, taking steps for the future still creates a source of hope. Several big clubs are competing for a hit name lately, and the latest developments are starting to get exciting for Liverpool. Shakhtar Donetsk's young star Mikhailo Modric has entered the radar of many clubs. Especially after his performance in the Champions League, world giants started to take an interest in the player. In our video yesterday, we told you that Liverpool started to take an interest in Mikhailo Modric. According to the news today, Liverpool is sending observers to watch the young player, which Real Madrid is also interested in. The 21-year-old is noted for his performances for Shakhtar and Ukraine, and has scored and assisted twice in the Champions League this season. Modric was really praised and nicknamed the Ukrainian Neymar. The interest in the star, who is expected to be the star of the future, has grown tremendously. As it is known, Sadio Mane ended his Liverpool career this summer and transferred to German club Bayern Munich. After his departure, no one has been replaced in the transfer window this summer, and now Luis Diaz, who has almost no alternative, plays on the left wing. Fortunately, Diaz has made a great start this season and seems to be in form now. However, the season is very long and the Reds will compete in multiple lanes. For this reason, Diaz's lack of alternative caused Liverpool to search. Frankly, if you ask me, Liverpool should have done this before the summer transfer window closed. A name that would fill Mane's vacancy and contribute at least as much as him should have joined the squad. But that didn't happen. Fortunately, Liverpool are now interested in Mikhailo Modric, and he is seen as a name that is expected to add depth to the area. Following these developments, Liverpool will send observers to watch Mikhailo Modric in the match of Shakhtar Donetsk, which will face Real Madrid in the Champions League on October 5th. Even Mikhailo Modric was reported to be interested in Everton this summer and even made an offer of €30 million. However, Shakhtar Donetsk rejected this offer. After Mbappe and Vinicius, his position is the best in Europe, said Dario Sana, the club's football director. If Liverpool manages to catch Modric next year, it has the potential to be one of the most exciting transfer jobs in recent years. Left wing only being seen behind Kylian Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. in his position says a lot about his quality, which has recorded 12 assists in 31 games for Shakhtar and earned 5 top appearances for his country. He could also become one of the best defensive players of his generation alongside Luis Diaz. Good news for Liverpool. Liverpool are battling a multitude of injury issues with their squad that have put off a bad start in the Premier League, but now a reliable source has given a promising injury update that will be a big boost for Jürgen Klopp. According to football reporter Paul Joyce, Jordan Henderson has recovered from a hamstring injury faster than first expected and will be joining the England squad for the upcoming international fixtures. Jordan Henderson has been invited to the squad for England's games against Italy and Germany, Joyce said in a statement. There is no doubt that Klopp will be happy to see a competitive environment set in when the Liverpool captain returns to play for Liverpool next month, after the team's disappointing and disconnected form so far throughout the season. Liverpool currently sits 8th in the Premier League table with just 9 points, 9 points behind currently top-ranked Arsenal. Henderson's return will be warmly received as the team appears to lack leadership in the heart of the pitch with a series of lackluster performances, and as Klopp is a huge fan of the midfield, it would come as no surprise that the captain was chosen for the first game. The Reds boss described Henderson as incredibly important for the team in an interview a few years ago, saying, "If anyone who's with us still doesn't see the quality of Jordan Henderson, I can't help them. Is Hendo an excellent football player? No. Do I know someone who does? No. Is he incredibly important to us? Yes." The 32-year-old captain made 455 appearances during his 11 years with the Merseysiders and took part in 267 games since Klopp took over the team 7 years ago. He managed to become one of Klopp's most trusted players in the team. With Henderson's return, other injured players are expected to gradually join the team. Klopp will now have more options to change the game and reverse the bad picture, and things will get better faster. The return of the forgotten Liverpool signing could kickstart Trent Alexander-Arnold's season. Liverpool's unexpected start to the season caused the new signing to be forgotten. Calvin Ramsey was transferred from Aberdeen for a starting fee of £4 million in mid-June after a stunning campaign to win the Scottish Football Writers Association Young Player of the Year award. The 19-year-old was brought in to compete with Trent Alexander-Arnold at right-back, and Neco Williams was allowed to go to Nottingham Forest in a £16 million move. However, he could not join the team due to a back injury that occurred during the player's health checks. He didn't play in the pre-season and was sidelined in the early stages of the Reds' Premier League and Champions League campaigns. In Ramsey's absence, Alexander-Arnold has monopolised the minutes to the right of the defence, and is one of 4 players to appear in all 9 of Liverpool's games this season, including a Community Shield victory over Manchester City. However, the 23-year-old player is criticised by everyone for his low form, and it is said that he is not in his old performance. Despite being one of the most creative players in the league, he has yet to record his first assist of the campaign, while his defensive ability is in the spotlight more than ever. Not only that, Alexander-Arnold's run rate wasn't always up to the required standard for a Jürgen Klopp team, as evidenced by the humble footage of Napoli's 4-1 defeat earlier this month. Until Ramsey recovers from injury, there is no natural substitute option in his position. It should not be forgotten that Andy Robertson and Kostas Tsimikas at left-back lacked the impetus they gave each other. While the former isn't at its best, the latter continues to perform reliably when called upon by Klopp. Tsimikas provided a vital assist to Joel Matip in last week's 2-1 win against Ajax and was tireless both defensively and offensively. Speaking last year, Robertson spoke about the importance of being pushed by his charismatic teammate. Being at a club like Liverpool means high level of competition all over the pitch. We're going to push each other, try to make each other better and compete against each other. Robertson's comments were echoed by former Liverpool centre-back Fabio Aurelio. It looks like Jürgen Klopp is more ready to use both left-backs than in previous seasons. This could help raise Robertson and Tsimikas' levels even higher because they'll both want to start. I see it as a win-win situation. Klopp said earlier this month, "Calvin's still out there, but he's really getting closer. There was an issue with his back, something to do with his age and growth. He hasn't trained properly with us now, but he's getting closer." Of course, expectations for the impact Ramsey will have to be tempered given his youth and lack of experience in English football. But his joining the team is a welcome boost for Alexander-Arnold and Liverpool. There will be more fresh blood in the busy autumn schedule, and for high-tempo play, it's crucial to keep one alive while the other rests.